I'm breaking out, I'm breaking in. I just can't help this state I'm in. I'm on my way, y'all. So put your shades on, this light's so bright, it's blinding. I'm radiating love, I'm radiating love, I'm radiating love. Breaking free, I'm breaking ground. I can't explain this thing I found. The clouds have moved on. I got my groove on. This pep in my steps infectious. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I've been stuck in a rut. I've been shit out of luck. I've been wondering what is up with me. And then I realized it's up to me to decide. I can just be radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love.
Well, you are an irresistible magnet with the power to attract unto yourself everything that you desire. And that starts right now. And it's happening now, and now, and now, and forevermore. Decide that. Decide that with me as I welcome you to the New Thought Spiritual Center Sunday celebration here on February 13th, 2022. So happy that you could join us this morning, this morning, this morning, and we're happy that you have brought your consciousness to our consciousness, and we feel the energy of you right now and later on. Some people watch us later in the day or later in the week, and we feel it anyway. As I sit in my computer sometimes, I'm like, what's going on? And I'll go back on YouTube or Facebook and I'll see the numbers have jumped up. So we know you're around, we know you're there, and we're happy you're with us. So for those who are new, and there are people that come in and check us out every week newly, who is the New Thought Spiritual Center? Here's our statement of principles. The month of February the theme is identity. And every month we also highlight one of our principal statements. And this month we are highlighting our purpose statement. Can you see that? It's reveal the divinity in you. That's our purpose. That's why the New Thought Spiritual Center is here. That's why pretty much everyone is here. You may not say it in these words, but that's what we're all about. We're all about showing our God self, or whatever term you want to put to that energy, that power, that light, that love. We're here to reveal that in everything we think, feel, and do. We're going to talk more about that later, and I know Reverend Barbara is going to talk about that as well. Reverend Barbara Altman is our sacred reader and our musical guest this morning, and we're really excited for that, and you will be too as soon as she comes on in just a few minutes, probably about 10 minutes or so. Until then, we like to, early in our service, start centering ourselves and grounding ourselves and bringing ourselves to a sacred space. So this morning we're going to do a blissful mind-guided meditation. But first, let's set up our sacred space. So if you could please find yourself a nice and comfortable position. You might be in the kitchen or running around doing some cleaning while we're doing that. Take 10 minutes with me and just sit down somewhere, find yourself a nice comfortable position, put your feet on the ground, or maybe sit in a lotus position if that's more comfortable for you, and let your hands rest loosely in your lap. Maybe open your palms. Then I want you to close your eyes or put them at a soft focus. Some people don't close their eyes in meditation. That's okay. Put them at a soft focus so that it kind of allows the visual to not be so prominent in your life for the next few minutes. Because I want us to begin to connect with our inner world of thought and feeling, and gradually allow the external world to kind of fade away a little bit from our awareness, except for the hearing. You'll keep hearing my voice, and soon you'll hear some music. And for the next few minutes, just give yourself permission to enjoy this relaxing experience. You're going to be free from all responsibilities for just a few minutes. So put aside any thoughts of tasks or concerns that may be waiting for you. And if your mind wanders through this meditation or any meditation that we have, that's okay. It happens. Just simply bring your awareness back to the sound of my voice, and I'll guide you to a place of deep relaxation and inner stillness. So here we go, stepping into our sacred space. Take a deep breath. Hold that breath in for 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your mouth, if you please. At this time, we enter into our sacred space. In this sacred space, we are opening our heart and mind to awaken to the highest, deepest part of our divine selves. In this sacred space, we plant the seeds of our greatest adventure, nurturing them with the water of faith in the soil of spirit, calling in wisdom from ancient times to quantum science and beyond. And so in this sacred space, we now transcend time and space into the grace, love, and power of the universe. Again, take a long, slow, deep breath in. Hold it, 3, 2, 1. Let it out slowly through your mouth. Notice how calming it is to just breathe this way. Notice the feelings of relaxation that are beginning to spread throughout your whole body. As you continue to breathe slowly, deeply, gently. For with each breath you take, your thoughts become lighter. Your heart opens feeling of spaciousness prevails inside you. Just allow yourself to relax, letting the gentle movement of your breath guide you into an even more relaxed state. In and out, and deeper you go as you breathe in and out, allowing your mind to gradually slow down all by itself. In and out. In and out. You are now in a state of relaxation. And it's time to enjoy a guided journey to an inner place of serenity and bliss. As I speak, just allow images to form in your mind naturally, in your own time. If mental pictures don't come to you easily, then simply sense your imagined surroundings rather than seeing them. That's okay. Let go of all your expectations and allow yourself to experience this guided journey in whatever way comes natural to you. You may want to drop a grounding cord from the base of your spine, allowing that energy from the Mother Earth to flow into you from the bottom of your feet, up and around your legs to that grounding cord at the base of your spine, allowing that energy to drop again to the Mother Gaia and ever flow. Also allowing the energy from the cosmos all around us to drop into your body, from the top of your head all the way down to your heart, to the base of your spine, connecting to that energy, that power, that beauty, that love from this planet. Imagine now that you are standing in a beautiful grassy field. Look around. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your face and body. You can feel the lush green grass soft beneath your bare feet. You can hear the sounds of nature around you. Birds, the leaves, the wind. You are very much at home in this beautiful place. You have all the time in the world. Here is a place where you feel safe and happy. Let's take a moment to appreciate these surroundings. Look around, smell the flowers, feel the air. You notice a large tree growing nearby. Go ahead and begin to walk towards that tree. Take your time, in the moment, experience each step. As you walk, feel yourself slipping even more deeply into a state of total relaxation. As you now stand beneath the tree, its strong branches and broad leaves hanging right over your head. Notice that the tree is covered in delicious fruits of many shapes, sizes and colors. This is no ordinary tree. Its fruits contain special powers. Go ahead, reach up. Take a piece of fruit from the tree. Study it for a moment. Look at it in your hand. Notice the color, the texture, the weight of it. Now take a bite. Yeah. As the fruit slides down your throat and into your stomach, something wonderful begins to happen. A feeling of happiness begins to glow deep inside you. The sensation may begin in your stomach, but it spreads to your chest and your heart. Let go of your thinking. Concentrate on the feeling. Nurture the sensation of happiness and love. Feel yourself gently glowing with it. Now go ahead and take another bite of the fruit now. Taste it. Savor that. And now the wonderful feeling intensifies a little more. Feel yourself gently radiating this pleasant sensation of love and happiness. So good. Take a third bite. Take a third bite of the fruit. Take as much as you want. And just relax and allow yourself to swell up with this delightful feeling. Don't try. Just let it happen. Let it rise effortlessly within you. Allow it to increase as much as you like. Stay with it. Stay with these blissful feelings. Know that you can remain in this relaxed state of meditation for as long as you like. As the music fades, take this feeling, keep it as you slowly open your eyes, come back to this moment, this place, your sacred space has been established. Doesn't matter if you have candles lit, incense going or not, an altar that you sit in front of, it matters not. If you like that, do that. But creating a sacred space is a mental exercise as much, if not more, than an experiential stuff kind of exercise. And you can keep this feeling all day long. And if something comes up, you can take a moment and put yourself under that tree once again. Take a deep breath with me. And let us know together, you can keep your eyes open, if you can close them again if you'd like. Let us know together that in this blissful moment that we have created for ourselves, we connect with the divine that is revealing itself in us. And in this connection, we move forward, we step, we take the fruit of goodness in our lives. We take that fruit and we bite it and we savor it. It is nutrition for not only our body, for our soul, for our very existence. We consume this fruit of life, this divine fruit, so that from this moment on, we reveal the divinity in every thought, in every feeling, in every action that we take, that we have, that we are being. In this love, in this joy, in this peace and calm, in this divine intelligence, we sit or stand or walk or think or just be in appreciation and gratitude for this power and presence within us. As I gratefully release this word, let us know together. And so it is. Fabulous. Love those guided meditations. Don't think I don't get something out of it, even though I'm the one speaking it. Fills my heart. So, let's have some more divine intelligence showing up. We have our sacred reader this morning, who's also going to bring a nice song for you. There she is, the Reverend Barbara Oltman, and I will leave you with her. Please enjoy this great, great human being.
Enjoy. You, Jay. Thanks, and thanks for the meditation. That was wonderful. Good morning, everybody. So Jay's talk title is How Many Minds Are There? And the first thing I thought of was spiritual mind treatment, our version of affirmative prayer. And I remember learning about treatment when I first learned. They give you kind of a shorthand for the steps. And the first step is recognition. God is. So just recognizing that God is everywhere in everything, and however you want to express that for yourself to make that real for you in the moment so that you can feel it. And the second step is unification. I am. Recognizing that you are part of that divinity that is everywhere, in everything. It is in and through you. And the third step is recognition or declaration, where you affirm or accept all of those things that you want to express in your life, those things that are already within you that you just want to call forth. The fourth step is acceptance or thanksgiving. I give thanks. So you're accepting all those things, knowing that they're already within you, and grateful. You are so grateful for that. And the fifth step is release. I let go and let God. You just knowing that it is already there within you, knowing that you have called it forth into your experience, you can let it go and let it be. Now, I remember also hearing the first two steps being expressed as there is one mind, and that mind is my mind right now. So there's one source of everything. You can call it mind, spirit, God, the divine, the force, whatever you want to call it. Everything that exists is part of it. You and I, all of us, are part of it, inseparable from it. And we use that source to create our experience, to express our individuality. There is one mind. That mind is infinite and multifaceted. It's one, but it expresses in billions of ways, individually and uniquely through each one of us. Now, we make our own individual use of that one mind, which we are part of. And I wanted to read this from The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. This is today's spiritual reading. The universal mind contains all knowledge. It is the potential ultimate of all things. To it, all things are possible. To us, as much as possible as we can conceive, according to the law. Should all the wisdom of the universe be poured over us, we should yet receive only that which we are ready to understand. That is why some draw one type of knowledge and some another, and all from the same source, the source of all knowledge. The scientist discovers the principles of their science. The artist embodies the spirit of their art. The saint draws Christ into their being, all because they have courted the particular presence of some definite concept. Each state of consciousness taps the same source, but has different receptivity. Each receives what they ask for according to their ability to embody. The universal is infinite. The possibility of differentiating is limitless. Yes, I like that quote. There are limitless possibilities before us. We get to choose from that infinite buffet of ideas and experiences. And if we open to the divine presence, to our intuition, to that God within us, that divinity, we will always choose the healthiest, most satisfying, most fulfilling experience for ourselves. We will choose our perfect, organic, individual expression of life. Our thought, excuse me, and our ability to receive, our ability to embody or to feel in our bones allows us to have what we choose from this banquet of infinite possibility. There is one mind, one life, but we're not the same. We're each an integral part of the one, unique but connected. Now I'd like to share us. Oh, actually, before I share a song, let's read together the affirmation, the affirmative incantation that Jay's written. I love this. And if you want to read along with me, that would be great. I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts, and this day I think about love. The love of spirit revealing itself in me, the love of ever increasing prosperity for me, the love of ever expanding romance, respect, and kindness around me, the love of looking in the mirror and seeing one who is doing better every minute, the love of taking care and enjoying the use of my body temple, and the love of play, wonder, imagination, and feeding my soul with constructive, productive, and practical thoughts, feelings, and actions. Today, I am focused on loving life actively, succulently, and masterfully. Awesome. Now, I'd like to share a song. Here we go. Okay. And for some reason, we are having technical difficulties. Hold on just a moment. Okay, you know what? I am going to go into our treatment and then see if I can't figure out what is going on with the music. So if you'd like to just close your eyes and take a deep breath, knowing that there is one mind. And that mind is my mind right here and right now. God is, I am, each one of us is part of that one divine whole, of that goodness that surrounds us and is at the very center of who we are in this moment. I claim all of that good. I allow myself to open, to receive, to express, to know that health and vitality is at the very center of each one of us, expressing perfectly right here and right now in this moment. I know that love surrounds us at all times and is at the center of us, and we allow it to express freely, perfectly, knowing and sensing that oneness with each other, knowing that deep respect for that divine within each of us. I know right here and right now that perfect creative expression that expresses individually through each one of us in our own perfect way. And I know right here and right now abundance, that we have everything we need within us. And as we open to that, it cannot help but express and overflow in our lives. I know all of this good and more than I can even imagine in this moment, as our consciousness is ever expanding. I simply allow this in great gratitude, knowing that this is the truth, and allowing it to express freely. Thank you, God. Thank you, life. Thank you, each one of you. I release this, I let it be, and together we say, and so it is.
You go figure out the music. I'll start talking. If we do the song after the talk, who cares? As long as the song happens. That's what's important, because it's a great song. And I got a little peek in at the sound check, so I know how wonderful it is when Reverend Barbara sings this song. So I'll do my talk. We'll continue this talk about how many minds there are, and then afterwards, Reverend Barbara will sing her song. So again, like Reverend Barbara said, my talk title asks the question, how many minds are there? Now remember, I'm talking about minds, not brains. We know there's 3 brains, and we talk about the 3 brains all the time. That's not what today is about. In our month of identity, that's what February is about, identity. We seek to know ourselves. We seek to know our uber purpose, the highest purpose, the main purpose, the penultimate purpose as spiritual beings living in a spiritual world, living as a human experience with human and spiritual experiences within this universe. We're here, like the sign says, to reveal the divinity in ourselves, okay? So I'm just reiterating what was said earlier, what I say almost every week. And of course, the answer to how many minds there is simple. You've heard it before. You've heard it before today. But the acceptance of that many times is not so simple. Now, according to the Oxford Dictionary, mind is the part of a person that makes it possible to think, feel emotions, and understand things. Webster's New World College Dictionary defines mind as consciousness and thought as an element in reality, that which thinks, perceives, feels, wills, etc., the seat or subject of consciousness, the thinking and perceiving part of consciousness, intellect or intelligence. And one more I want to share with you, the English Wiktionary. There's a wiki everything. The English Wiktionary writes that mind is the non-material substance or set of processes in which consciousness, perception, affectivity, judgment, thinking, and will are based. Now, of course, some would say there are three minds. They say there's conscious mind, subconscious mind, superconscious mind. But those are not separate. They're just phases or parts that are working together. It's how psychology has split consciousness, has split the acting of the brain, which is not always the same thing as consciousness. So, of course, how many minds are there? You know the answer. We say the answer all the time. If you're in this philosophy or teaching for any length of time or similar philosophies and teachings, you know there is one mind. But let us remember, let's dig deep into this idea of one mind. We say that, it becomes kind of a shorthand, and of course I appreciate that, and I say that when we're in our affirmative prayer, etc. But let's remind ourselves what that means, one mind, what that one mind is. Well, it is intrinsically pure, the one mind. We're born with it, and when we're born with it, it doesn't mean it's newly created. And when we die with it, it does not perish when we die. This mind, this power, this energy is here before us, with us, after us in our physical form, because it is the pure energy as we are deep inside. Mind, it has no distinction of gender, nor has it any coloration of good or bad, or disposition of naughty or nice. There's none of that in mind. That is an energy produced, an idea produced, a belief produced by the human experience, not mind. Mind cannot be compared with anything, for mind is everything. Everything is experienced through mind. It is the power and presence that reveals itself individually and personally, not just within each of us as human beings, but within each creation. Human, animal, mineral, flora, fauna, insect, other existences that we don't know or understand. The universe is so vast, and we are seeing that even more and more now with our the new Webb telescope that's up there, seeing deeper and deeper and further away into the universe. What's going on out there? Because we are part of that. We are mind harmonizing itself with our surroundings. Mind is an all-encompassing, infinite dimension of shared intelligence. There's so much knowledge out there, and not just the knowledge on this planet, but knowledge in the universe. And we get to tap into that as much as we desire. We are not the one mind's puppet, though. We have to remember we are not the puppet of some being that's sitting there, playing with the humans and everything else and going, okay, do this, do that. There's no puppeteer. We are an essential experience of life with it, as well as for it and as it. But we individualize this power. We have free will as this power. Each of us is not only an individualized expression of it, we are each the great completeness of this one mind. Think of that. You are the great completeness. I am the great completeness. Everyone, good, bad, or indifferent, are the great completeness of this one mind. That's very powerful to understand, to live as. The one mind, of course, like I said before, is not subject to birth or death. It is neither being nor nothingness. It's neither emptiness nor form and color. It is just energy on the move. Energy that doesn't feel pain or joy except through you, through me, through all of us. That's how it experiences love and everything else, for that matter. There's this letter I wrote. There's this letter I read to the abbess of Shinryu-ji, and it was written by the Zen master Abasui, and he describes the one mind to the abbess in this way. It is not mean even in the body of the lowly, nor is it imposing in the body of the noble. Like boundless space, it hasn't a particle of color. The physical world can be destroyed, but formless, colorless space is indestructible. This mind, like space, is all-embracing. It does not come into existence with the creation of our body, nor does it perish with its disintegration. Though invisible, it suffuses our body, and every single act of seeing, hearing, smelling, speaking, or moving the hands and legs. It's simply an activity of this mind. It's an activity of this mind because we individualize that mind. This is a great, great idea to grasp onto, at least every now and again. Because sometimes as we get into our human stuff, our human crap sometimes, the junk that goes on in our minds, and then thus around us in our lives, it's good to go back and remember to reveal the divinity that is within us, to reveal that power and that presence, to know that power and presence is here for us, with us, as us, works through us, experiences because of us. Another aspect of mind I want to talk about is that there is no duality here. There's no up there and down there. There's only there. There's only actually love. Love is the self-givingness of spirit. Love is the true essence of spirit. Pure love, though. Energy is pure love, without judgment. That's why it's called the one mind and not the duo mind. The more we cling to superficial forms of power and truth that are outside of ourselves, as if there's some duality going on, God up there kind of duality, the Santa Claus God kind of duality, the more we are available to suffer, the more we are available to feel like we are alone, because we're never really alone. Whether you are vital and vibrant right now, or maybe sickly in some mental or physical way, the one mind is still present right now within you, listening, ready to illuminate, to uplift, to change, to increase or decrease if it must, with constructive, creative energies. It's there for you. It's there to bring you the expertise that you need, the allies that you require. It's there. The great poet Rumi wrote, "You are the universe," meaning the one mind, "in ecstatic motion." Ecstatic motion, movement. All the time. Energy is moving. When we do spiritual mind treatment, when you work those affirmative incantations, you are moving energy. That's all life is about, is moving energy. Sometimes we have to get back to that and remember that. Rumi also wrote, "The mind is an ocean. I and so many worlds are rolling there, mysterious, dimly seen. And our bodies," he says, "our body is a cup floating on the ocean. Soon it will fill and sink. Not even one bubble will show where it went down. The Spirit is so near that you can't see it, but reach for it. It's only a breath away, as the songwriter said. Going back to Rumi, he says, don't be a jar full of water whose rim is always dry. Don't be the rider who gallops all night and never sees the horse that is beneath him. Him, her, they experience, dig deep, soak in this divinity that is you. Maybe not every day, although every day is going to empower you even more, but at least sometimes, even if it's just this hour on Sunday, soak in the divinity that is you and power yourself with the power and presence that is within yourself. Because the one mind resides here and now. It resides before and beyond. It holds no time. It holds no space, for it is all time. It is all space. I know this is mind-blowing in a way. But remember, mind has no limitations except that which we place on it. Mind is limitless. Mind is infinite. Mind is the first and final frontier. It is the vehicle to voyage the vastness and magnificence of the universe that is within you and without you, to experience life and nature, people, love. It is the mechanism to seek out and embody new affirming beliefs and new conscious intentions. Use your consciousness to consciously intend whatever it is you've decided you want to experience next. Mind is the channel to boldly go, divinely backed, where you've never gone before. Mind is love, and love, like I said, is the self-givingness of spirit. And by spirit, I mean the divine or God or whatever you want to call it, Phil. Like love, mind is vast and deep and can be all-encompassing. I want to read you another part of that letter from Master Basui to that abbess. And he said, do not try to prevent thoughts from arising, and do not cling to any that have arisen. Let them appear and disappear as they will. Don't struggle with them. You need only unremittently and with all your heart ask yourself, what is my own mind? He continues, I keep urging this because I want to bring you to self-realization. When you persistently try to understand what is beyond the domain of intellect, you are bound to reach a dead end. But push on. Sitting or standing, working or sleeping, probe tirelessly to your deepest self with the question, what is my own mind? Fear nothing but the future with a failure to experience your true nature. And those who have, even for a second, experienced their true nature and felt that joy and that communion, that connection with the divine, or whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm talking about, which pretty much is everyone. I can't imagine no one not having even a second in their lives, no matter how long they've been living, not feeling that mind, that universal mind within them. And what is your true nature? What is your uber identity? I'm going to read you something from the Bhagavad Gita. And that reminds us, I am the object of all knowledge, father of the world, its mother, source of all things of impure and pure, of holiness and horror. I am the goal, the root, the witness, home and refuge, dearest friend. Creation and annihilation, everlasting seed and treasure. I am the radiance of the sun. I open or withhold the rain clouds. I am immortality and death and being and non-being. Let your thoughts flow past you calmly. Keep me near you at every moment. Trust me with your life because I am you. more than you yourself are. Wow. Now, I read a lot of poetry, a lot of spirituality in this talk, and I suppose I should end it with a little practical use of all this thing called mind. But I want to read you one more story. In mind, there's no heaven place it resides in, right? We've talked about that. There's no heaven, and neither is there any hell place it doesn't. Because here's a Zen parable that tells the story of mind and conscious mind and what this divine reality is. So a burly, rough samurai went to see a monk who was a little guy, small of stature, as they say. And he says, "Monk," in this big tone of voice, accustomed to being instantly obeyed. He said, "Monk, teach me something about heaven and hell." And the monk looked up at this mighty warrior and replied with the utmost disdain, "Teach you something about heaven and hell? I couldn't teach you anything. You are a dirty, smelly, bad swordsman. Your sword is rusty, for God's sakes. You are a disgrace to the image of the samurai. Get out of here. I can't stand you." And the samurai becomes enraged. He's trembling. He's so pissed off, and his face gets all red and mute with anger. He draws his sword and he raises it ready to kill the monk. And the monk points to him and softly says, "That is hell." And the samurai shudders at the thought of the compassion and submission of this little man who's risked his life to show him hell. And slowly he lowers his sword and finds himself full of gratitude, this samurai, and suddenly at peace. And the monk points at him and says, "And that is heaven." Choose your mind to lean towards heaven, and mind your diet, mind your amount of exercise, sleep, sunlight, mind the amount of stress you allow. Sometimes sit and examine your limiting beliefs. What are those? What ones do I want to get rid of? Probably all of them if they're limiting beliefs. Change your inner monologue. What is the self-talk that's going on? Catch yourself next time. What is this self-talk? Do I want to talk to myself that way? No, null, void, go away. Eventually, that talk will stop. That dialogue will stop. Think to yourself, when I talk to my friends, would I talk to them the way my inner critic talks to me? Probably not. Posture, you know what? I was reading about this, adjust your posture, and I thought, wow, that's so great. That's so simple. I had a teacher who used to adjust my posture in college from across the quadrangle in the middle of all the buildings. She would yell at me to adjust my posture. Because the great thing about that, and I've talked about that, the whole, like the Wonder Woman postures and stances, as you do those, it changes your state of mind because you're changing your body. And as you change your body, everything reacts to that, including the things going on in your brain. Poor posture gives you a negative state. If you walk around like this all the time, it's not going to be easy to be happy. Good posture and alertness produces a positive state. It's the key to changing your mood is by changing your posture. And smile, and just smile. Just smile, even if you have nothing to smile about. Maybe not in public, just kind of walk around smiling. Although that's okay, actually. But just the act of smiling, again, changes. It creates chemicals that are going on in your whole body and your brain. If you don't feel it, smile anyway. You can trick your mind through the chemical reactions that are going on just in the act of smiling. And move your body, dance, exercise, take a hike, move your body, releases stress and elevates your state of mind. It flushes out what's going on, what's in the way. Move your body and create empowering rituals. That's a practical way. Affirmative incantations. Once in the morning when you get up and right before you go to sleep, there's a ritual right there. Having a great breakfast or a mindful, conscious, intermittent fasting. Every once in a while, that could be a ritual. Meditation, prayer of some sort, any spiritual practice is a ritual. Daily have that ritual. And finally, adopt an abundance mindset. Even if you have to fake it till you make it, man. Adopt an abundant mindset. When you take responsibility for your lifestyle, your feelings, your actions, you have true freedom then. And freedom is just a state of mind. And from that state of mind, you could have a state of being, a state of revealing that divinity in you, in everything you think, say, feel, and do. Live in the gratitude of who you are and what power you have right now. And as you do that, watch all hell break loose and then fall free from you. All just by the use of that one mind. Thank you so much. Namaste. Let us place our hands on our hearts and together declare our love offering blessing. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of my spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you for your blessed love offerings. So tell me, wave at me. Are we rocking and rolling? Is that a yes? Do I have a thumbs up? Oh, good.
You got a thumbs up.
All right. Here she is. This is going to be great. Enjoy.
Is it getting better? Or do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you now? You've got someone to blame. You say, one love, one life, when it's one need in the night. One love, we get to share it. It leaves you, baby, if you don't care for it. Did I disappoint you or leave a bad taste in your mouth? You act like you never had love, and you want me to go without. Well, it's too late tonight to drag the past out into the light. We're one, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, one, one. Have you come here for forgiveness? Have you come to raise the dead? Have you come here to play Jesus to the lepers in your head? Did I ask too much, more than a lot? You gave me nothing, now it's all that I got. One, but we're not the same. Well, we hurt each other, then we do it again. You say, love is a temple, love the higher law. Love is a temple, love the higher law. You ask me to enter, then you make me crawl. And I can't keep holding on to what you've got, when all you've got is hurt. One love, one blood, one life. You've got to do what you should. One life with each other, sisters, brothers. One life, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, one, one, one life, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, one. Oh, oh.
Yeah, yay, thank you. Bringing a little U2 into this wonderfulness. So I might as well start with thanking Reverend Barbara for that great song and her great power talk. That's what the Sacred Reader does, is a power talk, a little quick power talk. And we're so happy that we have Reverend Barbara here to give us one of those at least once a month. Thanks Steve Apperson, of course, who's our director, and back in the back, and there somewhere in the back of my computer somewhere. I don't know where he is. Probably somewhere at Apperheny Hall. Thank you, Steve. I want to make sure you see all these beautiful flowers that we have that PJ, our in-house floral designer, put all that together. Isn't that fabulous? I want to wish you all, no matter if you have a partner in your life or not, a love partner in your life or not, I want to wish you all happy Valentine's Day, because the first love in your life needs to be you, needs to be the divine within you, that power, that energy that we've been talking about all this hour within you. And that's what you need to celebrate. That's what we all need to celebrate tomorrow, is that love, that divine love Yeah, you can turn to your partner if one is in your life right now and have a lovely day or evening or however it works for you in this celebration of Valentine's Day. But the first one you should celebrate with is that which is in the mirror, that which is you. Thank you all for joining us this week. We're going to end in a moment with a song from Gary Lynn Floyd and Jamie Lula from our New Thought Music Festival that we produced a couple of years ago. As you see, there's also some credits rolling down there on the bottom of where we got all our videos. So before we get to this great song, let us do a closing spiritual mind treatment, a spiritual ritual that you can put into your life, along with the affirmative incantation or meditation, et cetera, et cetera. So let's do this. Let's create some energy first. Let's create some specific energy. We've been creating energy for a whole hour, you and I and Reverend Barbara. But let's put our hands together and let's do that rubbing thing. And we'll go real fast. And you feel that real fast. And we do this just, don't have to even do it long, not even 10 seconds. And stop and slowly bring your hands apart. And you feel that? You feel that thickness, that energy, that friction that occurred, that heat. I'm not sure the whole scientific definition of that energy that I'm feeling between my hands, even as it goes wider and wider and further away. I feel that energy. And now I bring that energy to my heart. Put your hands on your heart. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And let us know this. There is one mind. There is one mind. How many minds are there? One. And where is that mind? That is in each and every one of us. We each share that mind. Oh, it's an infinite mind. There's no lessening of this sharing because of who you are, what you do, where you live, where you were born. That mind is the same in each and every one of us. That mind brings forth right here and now infinite possibilities. Possibilities of whatever it is that we decide we require. Want to name a few? Go ahead. In your mind, name 3 things that you require in your life right here and now. You ready? Number 1. Think that. Number 2. Think that. Number 3. Name that. However many there were, 1, 2, or 3, and possibly many, many more, there's infinite possibilities. There's infinite opportunities in this universe. Who brings it forth? We do. How do we do that? Through that one mind that we are. And so now I claim and declare for each and every one of us that we, in our sacred moment, which is here and now, bring forth the power and presence of that one mind into our conscious use. In our conscious use to bring love and peace and grace and financial freedom and a healthy body and new rituals for our spirit, for our mind, for our brains, for our hearts, for our body temples. We bring those new rituals into our lives right here and now, whatever those are. Those rituals bring us strength and vitality and joy and goodness. And so that the love and peace of the divine glows in each and every one of us right here and now, flows through each and every one of us right here and now. One mind, your mind, my mind, in one powerful present mind. Knowing this, feeling this, being this, taking action with this divinity that is revealing itself as ourselves. I gratefully release these words knowing, being, and feeling for each of us not only a fabulous Sunday, but a fabulous week. As together we say, and so it is, Amen, Ashe, O Shanti, 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 Hallelujah, Abracadabra, it is done. Enjoy, Gary Lynn Floyd and Jamie Lula, as we end our service this morning, our celebration, our gathering this morning. Have a most wonderful week. Blessings. Thank you so much. Only love. Namaste.
Yeah. Everything beneath the sun breathes like a harmonium. Pure perfection has begun, shining like a midnight sun. Out of darkness I have come. I see God in everyone. Let me be an instrument, guided by and heaven sent. May these grapes of pain ferment, alchemize to love's content. Ever be a sacrament, knowing God is my intent. God, let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as your word. Oh God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. Rolling like a thunder cloud, let me live my love out loud, standing for mankind and proud, baptized in a holy shroud. Peace be still and know me now, God is in all I have found. God, let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as your word. Oh God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. Let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as your word. God, feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. Spinning like a prayer piece, turning like Ezekiel's wheels. Nothing like a kiss seals this spirit I've become. Knowing what I'm here for, rolling on to distant shores, flowing from the infinite with your grace, God in everyone. Out of darkness I have come. I see God in everyone. Lovely.